What's up, Jump Manual and Train Smart fam? I've been relocating, so I've been off the grid a little bit as far as answering questions. I just got a question, figure out answer it today. It was, hey, can you do a video about doing plyometrics with ankle weights? Because we've talked about ankle weights before, and usually when we do, we talk about how they're not a good training implement. They don't help you overload your muscles. They could put your joints at risk. So the idea that you could add them in for plyometrics is that, putting 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds on your ankles could help you add some resistance to your plyometrics. Well, the best way, let's just first of all say, don't use ankle weights. They really don't have a benefit for adding tension to your muscles, for overloading, and they're definitely not good for doing for movements for your knees and for other reasons. So you don't need them. And here's a couple reasons why. A medicine ball is a much better implement. A higher box is going to increase the force that you apply to the ground during your plyometrics. So a higher box and a med ball will be all you're going to need for your plyometrics. If you were ever going to do something like that, you could do a weighted vest, but never do ankle weights. That's just not the way to go. Ankle weights has no use, zero use. Some people might say, well, that extra 5 pounds when you do plyometrics, well, given the fact that you use a med ball, or you could hold dumbbells or anything of that nature, which is going to be a much better stimulus. Most of you shouldn't be adding weights to your plyometrics yet anyways. Plyometrics is a whole topic we should cover, but let me just, before I log off here, guys, if you're doing plyometrics, make sure you're landing perfectly first. So once you can land on the balls of your feet, step off the box and land off a box about 1 foot high, and you're landing that perfectly. The next step is to find out if you can land and then jump. So minimizing your ground contact time. Now you're reaching up and touching something up in there. How high can you touch it? Let's say you jump up and you touch, 25 inches, right? Well, now change the box height. If you have a good box system, you can add a couple inches, 6 inches, and then see what happens. Do you jump lower or higher? This will tell you what box you should be using. If you jump lower, then you need to stay with the lower box until you graduate to the higher box. If you jump higher, you should be using that box. So, we could get into some advanced plyometrics. Plyometrics are retraining your central nervous system to use the muscles you already have. It's how you train yourself to send a stronger, more powerful, more explosive impulse. Don't use ankle weights. Do use the proper box height. Find the proper box height using the little trick I taught you here. In other videos, we can talk about advanced plyometrics, where you're going to be doing single leg plyometrics, where you could be holding a medicine ball. And my last tip for this little, answer to your questions about should I use ankle weights for your plyometrics is, I kind of got lost there. No, don't do it. But my last tip is always, there it is, always, 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 always measure your plyometrics. Don't just go out there and do 20 reps. In fact, never do 20 reps of plyometrics. You should rarely do reps above 10 in a set. Rarely, because now you're just going through the motions. You see, plyometrics is an intensity exercise. P90X plyometrics is not, that's a marathon plyometrics, which is like jump roping. Technically, you could qualify jump roping as plyometrics, but it's really not, because the point of plyometrics is to send a stronger muscular impulse and then slowly increase that impulse, which will help you to send that willfully through your body. If you're sending a low impulse over and over again, is it a plyometric activity? No. I'm just going to say no, because the whole shock training, that's what plyometric originated from. You should be shocking your body into greater and greater neural impulses. Jump roping, that neural impulse is very low level. It could be retraining you to jump at a lower level. For new athletes, it can strengthen your tendons a little bit. It can get you some movement efficiency. It can get you a little bouncier. But that doesn't mean that you're getting a plyometric result, meaning teaching yourself to send a higher impulse. There can be benefits from jump roping, but it's not a shock training or plyometric benefit. So anyways, guys, there you go. I hope that answers your question. Stay away from the ankle weights. Don't do it. I know the GOAT movie, there's like some movie about the GOAT. I've never seen that movie, but don't do it. There's much better ways to do it. And not that that's even a good way. It's not. Most of you are not even doing the plyometrics properly in the first place, which is why you aren't getting a result from them. So adding some ankle weights to it is not going to help. Hope this has helped you. Please ask some more questions down below if you have them. I've been relocating, getting back into some training today. I'm just going to be, well, I've been doing some training this month, so the dunks are coming pretty easy. So maybe I'll shoot a video after a while of some new dunks. My birthday is going to be coming up. I think I'm going to be 38. Talk to you guys soon.